Everyone take a deep breath. This is the best lighting. Well, it's my favorite lighting to be in. I'm not sure if it's as enjoyable to watch something filmed in this lighting. You'll have to let me know in the comments, but I always feel at ease in this lighting. It's just the vibes. It's like if I just have some good R&B going right now, just lay on the bed and look at the ceiling. Any stress. Oh, light a candle that smells like the sea. That's like my complete relaxation mode. Back in the day when I was a kid, I did not relax. I just ran around a lot. Enjoyed the great adventures of the great outdoor. I was a go-getter. So much of a go-getter that I found myself into quite a few romantic scenarios. I had a boyfriend in 1st grade, in 3rd grade, in 5th grade. 5th grade was long distance though, which sounds super sketch, but I knew him in elementary school and then he moved away. And then we're like, let's be boyfriend and girlfriend. None of it was real. I don't think I even held hands with any of the guys that I dated. It was more like, we like each other, so let's say that this is a thing. My parents didn't care as long as we made sure we knew that holding hands and kissing and all that cuddly, snuggly stuff was not appropriate for our age. Then I took a big hiatus from dating until I turned 16, which was when I was allowed to start officially dating. But I have to say, there's been very few moments that have topped those moments of young love. Nothing quite beats the imagination of a 1st grader. Today, I'm gonna read a blog post I wrote about the first boyfriend I ever had. It's short, hopefully it's sweet to y'all. But before I begin, if you do like watching these videos, please feel free to subscribe because I'm gonna keep creating them. And if you like them, might as well know they're coming. You see how I'm giving you the logic for why you want to subscribe. And if you like them, I would appreciate a like as well. That's my shout out for myself. Now to the blog post. This blog was posted September 17th, 2023. Blog title, My First Boyfriend Was a Prince. It gives me the giggles. Go on without me, he said. My hand hesitated, pressed against the cold silver gate. Could I leave him? A part of me thought I could help. I could save him, like Ariel saved Prince Eric. As my eyes met his blue, magnetic orbs, he called out again, Go! Of all the moments I shared with my first boyfriend, I remembered this one the most. The one time his friends made fun of us at recess, and across the grass yard we tried to escape, and when we couldn't avoid their clutching hands, my boyfriend sacrificed himself for me. My first boyfriend became a prince. As much as I try, outside of this memory, I can only remember 3 things about my first boyfriend. His name was TJ. His grandma gave me piano lessons. He had brown hair and possibly blue eyes. To be honest, all of those 3 things are in question. Now that I'm older, I'm not sure if they're true. Fact, I'm not sure of much, but I am sure of this. We were recess royalty. TJ had the adventurous spirit and the good looks needed to rise to the top of the 1st grader hierarchy. I had taupe blonde hair and the adventurous spirit, but adventures made me hyperactive, and sometimes I acted a little too wild. If it weren't for my inventive games, who knew if I would have ever qualified to date Prince TJ? What inventive games did I make? I'm glad you asked. Only ones that stirred the pot. My most controversial game was called Kiss Tag. I, as an overachieving entrepreneur, invented it in kindergarten. I do not recommend that any kids that potentially have come across this video play that game. Now moving forward. It sounds like what it is, but all kisses were aimed for a cheekbone, no lips. The targets, 1st grader boys, because as a kindergartner, I like to challenge. I'm not sure that I ever caught anyone, and if I did, I'm not sure I actually kissed them on the cheek. The thrill came from the chase. I don't know what caught my teacher's attention first, my hysterical giggles as I ran, or the yells of frustration from the boys as they ran. Either way, my parents were called in, and the group of adults explained to me Why kiss tag cannot exist. Very good reasons. Again, kids, trust me, just play regular tag. Much more fun. Actually, freeze tag. Freeze tag is the most fun. Later, one girl claimed she invented the game. Although as an adult, I know how many versions of this game must have existed or been invented. As a kid, I stood up for myself. I reclaimed my rights and brought up my verbal patent. No, you didn't. I invented it. She said no more, and I still had the single ounce of fame that made me feel more qualified 1 year later to date a prince. So what stopped such an energetic, innocent relationship? It started with the day he saved me. I had not realized the danger he would face when captured. Peer pressure. The next day at recess, I stood on the sidewalk. The recently abandoned swings moved back and forth. Each creek beckoned me to them. I would go. I would enter the park area of the school grounds. Before I stepped onto the wood chips, one of our Royal Highness's comrades approached me. The lambasting from the day before meant nothing to me. Each recess period belonged to itself. The past could be forgotten. The future could be hopeful. When I saw this boy approach me, I saw a friend. I didn't know it, but he saw an enemy. Or just another girl to receive the worst news royalty could send to you. TJ wanted me to tell you he's breaking up with you. No tears shed as he delivered this proclamation. He had as neutral look as a kid might have telling their mom they wanted a grilled cheese. Maybe even more neutral than that. His eyes flicked toward a group of boys far away on the grass. Okay, I said. How could I fight it? That day ended the taste of finer things in my life. Did I understand why he chose to leave me? No. Years later, I suspected that the friend might have lied and done this of his own accord, but the time for resparking our romance had passed. I had moved schools and found another love, one with lightsabers and Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and that had me as satisfied as the time I dated a prince. The end! I love that story. I actually told that story years later when I was in 4th grade. I went to my cousin's birthday party in Idaho, and all the girls swooned when I gave the details. They thought it was the cutest thing, and I was like, it was so romantic. I will say though, my 3rd grade boyfriend was probably my coolest out of all my elementary boyfriends. I don't even know what ended the relationship. We had a bit of a love triangle, so maybe it was that. Whatever, but we had a lot of fun. I did not know how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! He tried to teach me, but really I just cared about how cool maybe the cartoons looked. I did love sword fighting with the lightsabers though. In many ways, I consider myself a nerd to this day. Will I ever date royalty again? There was a lot of pressure dating a prince, so probably not. I do wonder where that kid's at sometimes. I literally could have gotten all the facts wrong that I just told you about him. I don't even know if TJ was actually just a friend's name that I attached to that guy. That was the first time I got broken up with. Dang, boy! I was acquainted with heartbreak at a young age, but I've learned to survive because of the hardships that my heart has had to go through. At times I want to let it harden, so that none can pierce it, that none can hurt it. But I realize that this shield, this hard heart that I've created, not only keeps out any harmful thing, but it also keeps out any helpful thing. It keeps out love. Yo, I don't know what else to say, but I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, again, like the video, subscribe. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. And just a reminder, I am posting 2 videos this week as promised, so keep a lookout for that. I don't know how to end this video. Can I just say bye? Bye.